Joining us now, Lanny Davis for our weekly visit. Hey, good morning, Lanny, and happy first day of summer to you.
Good morning, Kerry. I want you to be very careful because he is very politically incorrect, so you'll have to be careful with him.
Oh, look who's talking.
Uh-oh.
No, Kerry likes my political incorrectness, actually.
Well, I do, too, because I think you're intelligently incorrect.
Oh, thanks. Lanny, your recent column at The Hill is about Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton's Interconnected Ideas, Part 1. Obviously, Hillary she gave some pretty big speeches at the opening of the Clinton Global Initiative meeting in Chicago this week. And, of course, we're seeing there's a lot of drumbeat already. Claire McCaskill came out supporting the idea of Hillary running for president in 2016. I'm seeing something really fascinating developing here with regard to what Hillary has to deal with running for president in 2016. All of the stuff about Obamacare is starting to hit the fan right now. We're seeing insurance companies claiming that rates are going up 140, 150%. Obamacare is still incredibly unpopular. Hillary Clinton tried to fix the health care problem when she was first lady. It didn't go very well. Obama was able to push Obamacare through because he had barely enough votes in the House, but he did it. It's wildly unpopular. When Hillary runs for president, she has to defend Obamacare to be able to win the presidency, right? I mean, basically, Obamacare and all of the negativity about it is being foisted upon her, and she didn't even have a hand in crafting the legislation. That's kind of a tough hand to be dealt, isn't it?
Well, first, I never answer your questions immediately by giving a little preface on this subject.
Because you're not going to buy the premise.
Well, on this subject, I have to say we've been friends since law school. I have no idea whether she's going to run for president. I want her to sleep and rest and read a good book, but I think she'd make a great president. So now let me answer your question. She was in the White House as First Lady, a strong supporter of national health insurance. The Democratic Party has supported that since Harry Truman. I support it, and it's up to any Democrat, whoever runs for president, to explain why this system is a great advantage for the American people. I do not think this president has done a very good job of explaining it.
Lanny, Bill Clinton said something very interesting recently. I think it was about almost a week ago. He said Obama risks looking like a wuss or a total fool if he doesn't act on Syria. Now, it's no big secret that Bill Clinton isn't exactly a huge Barack Obama fan. And I'm wondering if this was some sort of warning to President Obama to, tread very carefully and to make sure that he does not make his wife look like a fool in some way?
I think that really is an interpretation that I would respectfully disagree with. First of all, President Clinton gave one of the great speeches at the Democratic Convention supporting President Obama. It was a great speech, and the two of them, as you saw on the stage afterwards, are very close, and the president...
These are some pretty undiplomatic words, though. Syria might make Obama look like a wuss and a fool.
I don't know whether those words were said because they were said privately, and I haven't heard confirmation of those exact words. I think he was in support of doing something more for the Syrian rebels. I think that President Obama has done that. I think John McCain and President Clinton were talking, so there is a little disagreement there, but I think in general, again, the premise, President Obama is, I think, implementing the policies that Bill Clinton would have implemented as president. There may be some disagreement around the edges, but he's been supportive of President Obama.
Lanny Davis, one of the great things I like about talking to you is that you don't live by politics alone. You understand pop culture. You know how important it is to the American people. Of course, we have the passing of James Gandolfini, the great actor who created the role of Tony Soprano. I want you to listen to what Chris Matthews said yesterday about this, and believe it or not, comparing Tony Soprano to your old boss and friend, Bill Clinton.
If we had politicians that could evoke this kind of personality, obviously without being criminals, I think we'd have a lot more popular politicians. I think Clinton had a piece of this. I think we always knew Clinton's problems. He was the most transparent guy ever to be president. All his problems were human problems, and we knew what they were no matter what he said. And yet people today really look back on him with tremendous affection.
Do you embrace the comparison of your former boss, Bill Clinton, and a murdering thug mafia man?
A lovable murdering thug, by the way. And I was a great fan of James Gandolfino, and so sorry at such a young age. But Bill Clinton's magic, maybe the comparison is working class, average Americans, especially in rural America, where the Democrats haven't won many votes recently. Bill Clinton is and was magic. When Hillary Clinton was running for the nomination, they sent Bill Clinton out into the rural areas of the big states in Ohio, Pennsylvania, all the places where Democrats have to win. I think he does have that human average person.
Yeah, Yale graduate, Rhodes Scholar, multimillionaire,
Exactly.
working class guy.
No, you're exactly right. This is the paradox. He was raised in a rural area of Arkansas and ended up going to my alma mater, pretty good school, but still has that common touch. But I think you have the right point that there's a little bit of a paradox between his education and brilliance, and yet you put him in average small-town America, and they love him.
Hey, Lanny, Carrie's got one quick question for you.
One quick thing. Okay, everyone's talking about Hillary Clinton 2016, and everyone's transitioning over to Clinton right now. Where does that leave Joe Biden? He seems to be being left out in the cold here.
Oh, Joe Biden is a great person, great friend of all of us. I think, in my opinion, Hillary Clinton would make the better president, but Joe Biden would make a great president, too. I don't think there's a person you can look for, even on the Republican side of the aisle, who has anything bad to say about Joe Biden.
Yeah, they're throwing Joe under the bus.
Under the
All
bus.
right, Lanny. Hey, thanks for joining
Good
us.
luck. Good luck handling this guy. I have a hard time once a week, so you got to